I am recording this. So if you're catching us, what up? Hey, we miss you. See you live. So I actually, I don't know who's coming tonight. I never confirmed, but I don't waste time. Hi, Melanie. You guys can stay unmuted. This is super.
Hi, Melanie.
Hi. Linda, Melanie. Okay, so the goal of these calls every week is the same. We go through the tough content in the group, and then this is a chance to troubleshoot and be able to answer questions, talk about what is going well, talk about sticking points. Sticking points are always going to happen. I still have them. So there's never going to come a point in your journey where you don't have something you want to troubleshoot. So this is really your time. But we have done a lot of heavy discussion this week. Everything from the 5 types of hunger, which I think
that video was so good. That video was
important. And even going as far back as last Friday when we talked about treat, not cheat, and what that really means. I feel like treat, not cheat, the 5 types of hunger, the power of your words. Those are 3 things I want to make sure people are going back to and really watching multiple times, maybe even saving those YouTube videos somewhere. So I'd love to hear first your feedbacks on those videos, and then just how things have been in terms of your mindset, journeying with Jesus through this, and then the practicality of the bunnies, the plate it method, etc. So Linda, I'll let you go. Go for it, girl.
Okay. Well, the treat not cheat, I haven't watched that one. I have to catch up. Yeah. But the latest one that I saw about the 5 types of hunger, oh my goodness, it just blew my mind. It was so full of good information and new information. It just blew my mind. And when you were going through and describing, I'm like, I can't even pick just one because they're all me. But let me tell you, since becoming a mom, and I'm still breastfeeding Isabella, I mean TMI, but she is 14 months, and that sleep deprivation one, oh my goodness, that is so me. And I don't even realize it, but it's like I justify it. Oh, I didn't have a good night of sleep, so I'm going to have some waffles or something this morning. So that was such an eye-opener. That video really, I don't know what you think, Melanie, but.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely same thing. Because I'm a mom too, and I definitely noticed the sleep deprivation hunger when nursing, when she's up, more during the nighttime. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I Luca doesn't necessarily wake up in the middle of the night, but if I go to bed too late, I still have it, and I notice it. And not only is my judgment down just because I'm tired, so I don't care. I feel like I just care less when I'm tired. Yes. But when I was doing the certification course and Alana was explaining the leptin levels, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. There's actual science in my body being like, I'm just going to eat all these carbs.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, apparently I'm never full.
I know when you said that about the leptin, I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder.
You feel like you're a trash can, you just can't stop eating. And you're like, should I be full? And you probably have been, 10 minutes ago, and your body just isn't cueing. But with that, so now that you know that, what does it mean? So I want us to be careful not to be like, I have all this knowledge, so let me just justify my leptin levels are down, so I need to keep eating. No, you don't. So how do we sort of, with that knowledge, say, okay, I woke up multiple times with my kids, so I know I'm more tired. So how can I come in prepared to cue my body, since it can't cue me, to be like, I just did the planet method and I just had water. Even if I don't feel full, I should be. So I am. Almost overriding what your body can't do for you. So I think that gives you an empowered place to be like, I understand you.
It does. Yes.
Struggling. But me continuing the carb overload for energy is actually going to make me crash even more.
Yeah.
So
I think with this, the knowledge is power for me because, and I was jotting down notes as I was listening to you, and just one of the things I wrote down was do not use this to enable you to what you were just saying. It doesn't give you a free pass. Oh, you're a nursing mom, you're waking up you know what? No, so I feel now, okay, I'm going to plan ahead for this because it's going to happen. It's going to happen, just waking up. So what's going to be my plan? And so I was just, writing down notes as I was waiting for this meeting to come up. And really, I just feel like I have to have something in place ahead of time to tackle this. Whether it's somebody commented on my breakfast burritos. Oh, do you make those ahead of time? No, I don't, but I could, So if I have something ready to go, I'm not going to go to the waffles and pancakes and stuff like that.
Right. We always choose what's easy over what's quality.
Yes.
Easy
Yes.
always wins. And so finding ways to meal prep, like so tomorrow's recipe day. So I'll give you a sneak peek of what I was going to share with you tomorrow. But there are these, like, they're so easy to make. But if you just like scramble a bunch of eggs, some peppers, some onion, whatever, and put them in like muffin pan.
Oh, the egg muffin. Yeah.
Like, so easy. Just grab 3 or 4 of those with 2 slices of toast every morning. Done. Like, there are ways that you can set yourself up for more success when you do plan ahead, especially if you anticipate a rougher night of sleep or whatever. Alyssa, hi. We're talking about the 5 types of hunger because that was like a big aha moment for a lot of people. So just a reminder, we have physical hunger, we have sense hunger, emotional hunger, right? Mind hunger, and then sleep deprived hunger. So those are the 5 that you will most likely always come up against. And I loved the whole, like, physical hunger is gradual. Like, I really appreciated that reminder of, that's so true. When it's real, it rarely is just like, bam, like, it very rare. Usually it's a slow progression of hunger. And then if we wait too long to like listen to our body, we get into that more impulse mode. So that's a good way to sort of ask yourself, like, I was just full an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
What is this really? Like, did I really not eat enough? And that's when I do the whole, like, think about roasted vegetables and chicken and like check my it's so dumb, but it works. Like, if you're like, oh, I can't do that, then you're probably not really hungry. What about you, Alyssa? Oh wait, are you muted? Hold on. Let me see if I can help. There you go.
Yeah, it's funny. I just did that actually. I ate dinner and I had like cauliflower rice and like chicken and black beans and tomatoes, and I ate a bowl of it, and I was like still hungry immediately, and I was like, well, there's a salad in the fridge. I guess I'll eat that. And I was fine. After I ate it, I just ate that and I drank water, and like now I'm good.
That's the more sure model.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I was like, well, this worked. So yeah. But.
Yeah, and that's good. Alana was just talking about that, or maybe not just, but I was on her Instagram, and she was mentioning about volume eating and like the stigma against, there's nothing wrong with eating a lot. It's just eating a lot of the right thing. And I think for me, that's always been like a big, oh God, you're still hungry. You must have a bowl of Frosted Flakes. No, like I need to do what Alyssa did and get a salad. But it's like in my mind, oh, you tried the veggies. It ain't working, girl. Go get the brownie or something, you know? So I'm really going to use you as a role model, Alyssa.
It's so true, by the way. I always use more sure model. I think I use more sure model every meal. You know, like, it happens a lot for me where if I want more, I start with water again, go through veggies again, maybe add some protein again, and then FFC is sort of like the last place because I know that'll give me energy, but I'm looking for fullness. That's not the FFC's purpose. So I think, again, you are play the nutritionist. Like, what is my body actually needing? So people are always shocked. Like, when I go on vacations and I still lose weight or maintain, and I'm eating a lot, but it's not a lot of crap. I still have the treats and I still have the silly things. Like, I had them in Disney all the time, but that was like very intentionally after the right, like, not the right foods, but you know what I'm saying? Like the plated method. Then I would do that. Then I would have a treat. Because I find if I start with the treat, there's no fullness. So I can't gauge how full I really am. So that's why I prefer to do a treat after I've gone through the whole plated method. It's like, if I want something like a dark chocolate Hershey Kiss, I probably have a couple of those every day just because it's after. I don't begin with that. So use the more sure model. This isn't about eating less. It's about eating more. This is not portioned eating, guys. It's volume eating, but the volume is your veggie. V for veggie. So any other takeaways from 5 types of hunger, treat not cheat, positive words that you guys want to like chat through tonight before we dig into just troubleshooting? If you remember. Cool. Sense hunger is one I just want to quickly cover because I think it's one that happens a lot more than we realize, and that is when you see it, smell it. I don't really understand the touch it. I don't like caress like a brownie. Like now that I've touched you, I want you. So I don't really understand that, but maybe we're baking it. I don't know. So seems really PG-13 here with so. But I know for me that's a huge one, especially on the weekend. Weekdays I tend to have more like self-control with sense hunger, but on the weekends, really, like if I see it, I want it. There's no physical need for it. So again, I loved how she was explaining, okay, if you want a treat, just plan it. Like, so that way you're not constantly giving into your senses. Just because you see it or you smell it doesn't mean you always need. And so Hannah always talks about how she uses the push-off method. And I like forget about that catchphrase all the time. Like, can I push it off to another time? Or is it called push-off?
I think it's push-off. Somebody was talking about that in the chat. I think Hannah, somebody.
Yeah.
And
push off or push it off?
Push off.
Right. I don't know why it feels like it sounds funny. So that's another really good way of saying, like, I could have a cookie, but I could save it for tomorrow. Especially like right now, literally my mother-in-law, you guys, I have lemon bars in my fridge, banana bread, all the things. And every day I'm like my husband loves them. So every day I literally have been using the push-off method every day, besides the banana bread, because I can crumble that on my Shakeology pudding and I'm good. Like, I have very good self-control with banana bread. It doesn't like tempt me. The lemon bars, I haven't had one yet because I'm like, if I have one, I keep pushing it off like tomorrow, plan it in. And the next day, tomorrow. So that's just something to be mindful of with sense hunger. And then mind hunger, I think, is one that not everyone struggles with unless you have had a history of macros, counting calories, or like a lot of rigidity. Your brain can tend to default there and you have to kind of remind it of what you're doing. So let's just take a few minutes and go around, talk about victories this week, challenges, and we can just troubleshoot. So Melanie, go for it.
Well, victories this week, water has definitely been a huge victory. I've, stayed on my goal each day. So that was huge. Troubleshooting, I don't know, I'm still putting in like carbs for dinner time a lot. And I think it's more that's just what we've just been planning for. And I think I just have to like go back to, no, I just need, veggies and protein. Like I don't really need that. So that's really all I've been struggling with, because mostly just dinner time and trying to be dinner and done too. We've had a lot of like treats in the house, and that's just usually like the time that like we try to have them. And so maybe trying to push it off till the next day, maybe and plan, to have like a certain amount instead of doing it after dinner time. Cause then I just end up feeling like sluggish almost like the next day if I have like a treat after dinner. So yeah.
Yeah, I really do enjoy planning for treats. And I think, so my favorite time to put them is either at 3 with Shakeology, like, because with your snack, you can definitely have an FFC, and I usually end up putting in a silly thing, and just a very little amount. I don't overdo it. It's not even the serving size. It's less than the serving size, and it's just a little something. Or I do it with lunch, and, have that right after that. And then just one thing I've noticed, if you have, let's say, something sweet, if you leave your taste buds with that as the final note, you're more tempted. So I love to have like gum immediately after, brush my teeth immediately after, have a tomato, like a grape tomato right after, just something to cut that sugar feel. Cause sometimes when it just stays in my mouth, I want more. It sounds really bizarre, but it's true. You have the treat, but just maybe eat another veggie or chew some gum right after. And then as far as dinner, okay, especially if your home has a habit of carbs with dinner. We have carbs at dinner all the time when Graham is here, but he also eats a lot of veggies now with me. This is more new, actually. Like when I first started, it took him a little while to get there, but now, like if I will just be like, we only have cauliflower fried rice, and he's like totally content and loves it. But a lot of times if I'm making rice, I'll just make myself cauliflower rice. If I'm doing spaghetti, I'll make myself spaghetti squash or zoodles. So a lot of it, that way, even if I wanted to sprinkle a little bit of rice with my cauliflower rice to get that like grainy feel, it won't, maybe like a couple tablespoons of it. Do you see what I'm saying though? I think if you make yourself something that looks really similar and a lot of volume of it. Like, I think I'm always reminding people, your dinner, it should be a lot of veggies. Like, you don't have to be like, here's this tiny portion of veggies and tiny portion of protein. Like, wear them laps, because I think I'll do what Alyssa does, which is like tons of roasted vegetables and a salad. Like tons of veggies, and then like accessories, guacamole, maybe a little bit of Parmesan cheese, some craisins. Like, I deck out my dinner so it's very flavorful and delicious and volume based, and then I'm fine being dinner and done. So that's just something to like remind yourself, make dinner fun for you. Have fun with the veggies most. I think you might be just stuck in a rut of not many fun recipes that make you excited about a veggie most dinner. Eggplant pizzas are a hit here. We love eggplant pizzas, zucchini pizzas. You can have a lot of fun with those. So it's just to to spark some ideas for you. It really is just out of habit right now. It sounds like not even necessarily just what you do.
Yeah, it's definitely habit. Yeah. And yeah, finding different recipes is definitely the thing that I need to do. Cause yeah, I love like the spaghetti squash recipes. Like, those are really helpful because they make a lot. And then I do feel really full. But then when I make like a salad, I feel like, oh, like it's just salad. Like, I'll just have a little bit, and then I don't feel as full. And then I think that's when I, treat, because I'm not filling up on the like huge portion of veggies. But yeah, I just definitely need more recipes that are filling and voluminous. Yeah.
Yeah. Not all veggies are created equal with fiber. If you just have literally like lettuce and chicken, you'll be hungry in like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Like maybe 20 generous. So that's why for me, like salads, I love to do at lunchtime, like a big salad, lots of fun things in it. And she always calls it the sexy salad. I don't like to use that word. So I call it, what do I call it? Oh, I don't remember. Clearly I don't use that word much, but it's a fun salad. So, but dinners, I do generally steer to the side of spaghetti squash, zoodles, cauliflower rice. Those are like my general, or eggplant pizzas, because those are really, if I do eggplant, I usually have a salad with that because I still feel like I need more. Or taco night, like that's a big night here that we have every other week. So for the boys, like they like the soft shell or the hard shell, whatever. But for me, I either do the lettuce wrap. So that's really fun to do with peppers and things like, and I'll have lots of extra stir-fried peppers and onions with the lettuce wraps. Like, it's not just the lettuce wraps, and you can still have some spaghetti squash. Like, literally just always have spaghetti squash ready in your fridge. So change every day depending on the accessory you use. And so, but we will share more recipes tomorrow, because I think that that's really just what it is make sure they're fiber-rich veggies at night to keep you full. And I feel like I never do 25% protein. It's almost 40. I just need a lot of protein to keep me full longer. Track. This is where tracking is really helpful. Now doing this 9 months in, I've seen that there are nights I can add an FFC with dinner and be fine, depending on my workout, depending on how early I'm dinner and done. That's my body though. So track and just start experimenting. Like I wonder if I have this and this amount, how would that work for me? I'm trying to get, Sheila, where's your face? I see that you're here. Okay. Hi! Yay! Okay, Linda, what has worked well this week? Troubleshooting.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what's worked well. What's worked well is things I don't even realize that are working well. So I've been reflecting, and let me just tell you, my little boy, Christian, he's 3, by the way. He just turned 3 in January. He's always been such a good eater. And it's so funny because I make it a point to feed my kids really good food, even if I don't, are the best example. And so now that I'm eating healthier food, we eat together a lot more, because I felt like there's something wrong with me. Like, I would feed my kids and then go eat like off somewhere quiet so they wouldn't see me. Not even quiet, but just like somewhere else, or later when they were asleep, because I didn't want them to, get all the McDonald's stuff. So he's always been a really good eater. But lately, because I'm the salads, and you're right, we need to find a better word than the sexy salad thing, but the concept is good because I've been jazzing it up. I was doing the whole lettuce and chicken. Who's gonna lose weight on that? No. So so Christian is so cute, and he says to me, Mom, I want some lacid. I'm like, what's some lacid? He's like, I want some of your lacid. I'm like, did you mean salad? He's like, yeah, salad. So he's been eating he's been enjoying the salads, and I love it. So he's been eating, the kids have been eating. Like I said, they ate well, but now they're into it and they're noticing that I'm eating, all of the things that they were eating. And the other thing, I didn't know that phrase for it. I'm sure I heard Alana say it, but what you were saying before about starting with the veggie and like going around.
More.
Yeah.
More?
Sure. We were at a restaurant the other night for my dad. He likes the buffets and stuff. So we went. I'm like, Dad, really? He's like, come on, girl. So we went and I started with the salad first. And I was so proud of myself. I actually did 2 plates of salad. And then I did have like some fried shrimp and a little bit, but compared to what I would have done before, so I really thought that was a good victory. So I was proud of myself. But I'm still struggling with, and I guess that's physical hunger. I'm not paying attention, especially during the day. Lunch is my issue. I'm really not paying attention to my cues. And I wait too long, and then I end up like at a drive-through or somewhere because I'm not supposed to say I'm starving. I know.
Right.
I'm so hungry at that point. So that's what I need to work on. Listening to my cues and planning ahead a little bit better.
Yeah. You can call it a jazzy salad, jazzed up salad. I like that. So I think especially you're right, because we talked about this, you and I, before, of just like you skip meals and then you're hangry and then nobody cares anymore.
Yes.
Once you get there, you really stop caring. You're just like, just get food in.
I know.
And so I think just kind of figuring out, I'm about to like, I'm not, shameless plug right here for beach bars, but I'm not joking. Beach bars are one of those things that we have because I feel like there's a million kinds of bars out there. None of them are up to my standard just personally. But I do love our beach bars because they are mostly like they have a lot of fiber. They have 10 grams of protein, and they're just enough to at least give you a little something when you are starting to get hungry. But you know how I feel about Shakeology being your lunch. I still think Shakeology needs to be your lunch. It's predictable.
Yes, and I did do that yesterday, but I need to eat a snack. I need to eat a snack between.
You don't need to have a snack. The snack is snacktional. It's optional. You need to listen to your body. So if you're full and you're content.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I haven't really been having a snack, but yesterday I had Shakeology for lunch, and then I had dinner, and then I was so extra starving. And I didn't do like Alyssa and go for the extra salad. So I need like Shakeology. I don't know how to use it, Karen, because I've tried both things. I've tried it as lunch, and then I've tried it as a snack, but I'm not being consistent with it. I have it whenever.
It's not enough as lunch by itself.
Okay.
Personally. So even if you shove a bunch of spinach, personally speaking, for me and for my metabolism, if I have Shakeology as dinner or as lunch, it needs to have a side of roasted veggies or something in addition. Okay. So with the shake, if you add half a banana, there's your FFC. Which is great. Like deck it out. You can put some peanut butter, peppermint extract, whatever. But then I always have something with it. It could still, by the way, it could be a huge salad with tuna or chicken. You could still have protein, even though Shakeology is a protein.
Okay.
Again, volume eating. It's all right if you have a huge salad with some tuna and your Shakeology for lunch. Most likely, you definitely won't need a snack, and you'll be fine and still calm for dinner. Trial and error. I think if you're really willing to take this part seriously of playing the detective and being like, what works for me, and getting on it every day of trying, like, what would happen if I paired Shakeology with my lunch? Guys, don't be afraid. Like, even if you were to gain half a pound, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. So just embrace the trial and error season, because once you find it, now you've got your flow and things are going to get easier. So I would start pairing it with, not having it as.
Okay.
And I think that'll make you more successful.
Okay. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. And then the last thing that I had jotted down was I think that I try to have too high of expectation, and like I'm not a veggie person. I'm just not. There's only certain ones that I've liked in the past, and it just is what it is. But I'm like, oh, you got to try it. No. So I end up throwing stuff away because I don't like. So I said to myself this week, what has been working? And what's been working from Aldi, I don't know if y'all shop at Aldi's, but I like it. So they have these like salad mixes. With the like not coleslaw, but it's cabbage and romaine and kale and all of that stuff, but it's all together. And then you can, all of the accessories, they actually put them to the side. So you can just put in whatever a little bit, and that has been working phenomenal. So I said, why don't you just get a whole bunch of bags of those and make that work? So that's my plan for this week. I just did groceries today. So
I love it.
I mean, I know that I need to learn how to like other veggies, but in the meantime, I need to also do what works, right?
Start with what you do. Yeah, absolutely. Start with what you like and then build slowly. Absolutely. You're actually not that bad. I have pickier eaters that I work with than you. And
Okay.
I'm really like, all right, we'll just put spinach in our shake because we can't taste it. And we start there for a while. And so that's fine. There are, have you guys seen the broccoli tots, the cauliflower tots, cauliflower fries? Those are another favorite of mine for people who are like still easing in. Zoodles are a really bizarre texture. Some people hate it. Some people love it.
I can actually do zoodles. I do zoodles and the spaghetti squash that you told me about, that my husband, he's good at that, roasting that for me. And then, listen, I don't want to take up all the time, but the other thing is I don't know, have you guys tried the carrots as zoodles? I don't know. I'm scared to try that.
I have.
I have good, Sheila?
Beetles. Beets. What have you done with it, Sheila?
I've tried the carrot, they're frozen, and it's just spiralized carrots, and I put sauce like tomato sauce or even meat sauce on top of it. And it's really good.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try it because I like carrots, so I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, it's good.
You can literally spiralize anything. When I saw the beet noodles, oh, those are delicious. I was like,
really?
Who knew?
Oh, yeah, I'll have to try those.
What else can you do? I don't know. I bet you could do cucumbers. That would be not enough food for anyone, by the way, because
I feel like I like all the wrong vegetables because I like cucumbers, but that doesn't fill you up.
No, those are great. Let me tell you something about cucumbers because cucumbers are my friend. If I'm genuinely physically hungry at night, what I do is cucumbers, mustard, and some deli turkey. And I love it. It's so good. It's so delicious, and it never messes with the scale. Listen, I've tried a lot of things to see if I am ever physically hungry at night, because it happens where I'm like genuinely hungry. I've tested out like a few little meals that I can have or snacks that don't mess with the scale, don't mess with my sleep, and they help take the edge off. That's one of the things that I do. So, cool. Sheila, what about you? What's going well?
Sorry, I am working at the same time, so I'm like trying to see both. The question about the shakes, that has been one thing that I haven't figured out where to fit it in. I did have it for lunch one day, and I had a salad with it. I didn't add any extra protein, but really, I guess that's the thing. I don't know where to fit it in, so I haven't really been drinking them that often.
Let's get them in. Guys, make Shakeology work for you. The amount of nutrients in there, you could take a bunch of pills if you want to try and get what Shakeology gives you. But the fact that it can also make something brainless, and listen, Sheila, you are the queen of also being very busy. So I get it. I don't think it's a matter of where do I put it. I think it's a matter of when do I stop to take it. So my favorite time, I've done all the options, but my favorite time is 3:00 every day. That's just shake time for me. It's pudding time. I love that it's a couple hours before dinner, so I'm not hangry while I'm cooking. So like clockwork every day around 2:33, I have my shake. And
is that a snack or is that a?
It's my snack.
It is. Okay.
Yep, okay. It's my snack. And I mean, I'm gonna be super honest. When I have it, I don't always have it with veggies. I know the Snacktional plate should be 50% veggies, protein, FFC on a smaller scale, but like the Shakeology pudding is so filling that I just literally have that. and I'm good for a while. Occasionally I'll snack on carrots with it or something, but that's usually all I do. And for you, if you were to have it as a snack, just blend it with banana and spinach and you've pretty much done the plated snack. So, done. So I would say like try the 3 p.m. or 2:30, 3 o'clock time as maybe experiment with that. A lot of people do it for breakfast because it's consistent. I know that's when Alyssa does it every day. And that works really well. Also, if you wanted to do the shake and some like toast with peanut butter, but for me, it's not even about just drink it to drink it. It's your body needs those nutrients.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure you have them. No matter how well you're eating, it's just deprived of them. They're just not in your food today. And so that's more so what I'm thinking of is that's a lot of stuff that your body is needing. That can help give you energy, keep you full longer, etc. So play with the 2:30, 3 o'clock time.
Okay.
Maybe even set an alarm. It's just creating a new habit. So keep some discipline in the beginning. Maybe set an alarm every day at 2:30. Check with your body. Be like, are you hungry? Like, do you want this? Maybe at 2:30 and 3, like have 2 alarms, and just make that part of it. Dinner. I mean, I often do it with dinner, not as dinner, but with dinner. If Graham ever works an overnight to save money on our grocery budget. So I do use it strategically financially for us. And yeah, I've even done it twice a day before on days where I'm like, I don't know what to eat. So I've done it as breakfast and dinner. So it just, let it work for you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset thing. If you see this is here to help me, not make my life harder.
Right.
So.
Sheila, by the way, I like seeing your pictures when you work out, like the number you're on. It's motivating.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have God too, Miss Linda. Let's get going. I said
I gotta get on it. Listen,
everybody here does. Well, this isn't a Beachbody on Demand specific group, so it's not.
I know. I need to get on it. You're right.
More than conquerors. I'm doing that 20-minute program. I'm calling you out. Yo, we can die together with Shanti. It's gonna be a good time. The truth is, I'm still dying every day. 6 weeks in, still dying.
It's hard.
It is, but it's a good kind of hard.
Yeah.
Any other troubleshooting? Anything else? I'm trying to think if there's something specific that I wanted to go over. But I don't think so. I think just making sure that you've actually gone through the whole 2B Mindset course is really important. A lot of people never get to finish it. I'm like, please finish it. Especially the like, I've hit a plateau, I've fallen off. Those are great videos that she has as well. So make sure that you are watching those, not just relying on our group.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow is recipe day. I can't remember what the rest of the week plan is, but you guys feeling like you're finding a groove with it?
I am finally, and now I'm like, man, it's gonna end. And now I actually have my groove. I need another month.
I need another month. It's never gonna end. So
no, I know, but with you guys.
I know. Well, I think what I need to decide, and this is now like, if you're watching the recording, you can leave if you don't care what I'm about to say. What I need to debate, I do have the Freedom Tribe on Facebook, and that is my long-term 2B Mindset community from people who've been with me since May. In that group, there's not daily posts necessarily, but every person takes the role of a leader. So if you have something you want to share, if you have a tip you want to do. So I am still a coach. I'm still in there and I still share, but you're not just the client. You're now a 2B Mindset veteran. Like, you can lead. And I've debated, do I keep it on Facebook or do I now bring everybody to the app? And so that's kind of where I'm struggling, is which setting makes more sense. The app is awesome because of the workout element, because you can log, but from a 2B Mindset perspective, I feel like Facebook makes more sense. So that's where I'm torn right now. But all of you guys will either stay together in the app and I'll bring people to you, or you'll all go to the Facebook group together. So I think like you won't lose that. It's just there won't necessarily be intensive weekly calls, intensive teaching, because the point is that you no longer need this intensiveness. And I will lead these intensive groups every other month. So if ever you want to do another round, you're welcome to. It does require some kind of other investment, whether you keep Shakeology or whatever, to keep you paying attention. But it doesn't mean it's a one and done. So just something to calm your nerves. But do you guys have input? Do you like the app?
I do.
I don't know.
I think I like the app a little bit more just because Facebook gets so busy, like with other notifications and other things. Like I have like, there's so many groups and so many like people, you know, on it all at once. So I think it's just a little bit quieter.
I don't even do Facebook really, so I like the app a lot.
I think
it like looks at me every day, like come, click on me. I have it right there. I don't have it on a folder, so I like the app.
I think why I love Facebook is the live ability, because you guys know me. I'm such a live queen. I love to spontaneously come on. With the app, I have to pre-record and be a little bit more intentional, and then upload it to YouTube, download it. Like it just takes a few more steps. But I will think and pray on it, because I do think that there's benefits to both. But this group is alive, and Facebook group is kind of dying a little bit in terms of engagement. It's just natural. It happens. They've been with me again for a long time. But I wonder if I took the serious people and brought them here to the life, maybe that can wake people up a little bit. So I'll think and I'll pray on that. But either way, you'll never lose me. And if you've made friends, find your people. Share your phone numbers. And this isn't weird, believe me. Find them on Facebook, share your phone numbers. Something I've had people do is find a purpose partner with To Be Mindset, someone that they can come to share meals, ask for help. You can even do a purpose pod. I don't want you to always rely on me. And as much as I love you, I shouldn't be the sole person that you're gaining accountability from. That's not fair to you, because I'm not always available. So if you like jive with some people in this community that you're like, yo, us four can get in a purpose pod, a purpose text message group thread. We can share meals, troubleshoot, encourage each other. It might even go bigger than just To Be Mindset. It might be God's word. It might be workouts, whatever. Do that. Take the initiative and say, hey, we seem to be kind of going at the same pace with this. Do you want to become a purpose partner? And maybe we can find a couple more people. I had a few people do that from the Lifer group, because they were feeling like they needed more intentionality, and it's been really beneficial. So I'm going to do the same thing for you. I do this with my team of coaches. Find a littler huddle, because we're so big. Find a smaller community and make them your people. So maybe I just need to be more intentional about setting you up for success in the long term by finding you that purpose pod. So that way, even if the big community is not as loud or as consistent, you've got your people who are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna encourage you and challenge you to do that. Like intentionally reach out to people and say, as this group is wrapping up, do you want to be part of my purpose pod? Or do you want to be my purpose partner if you want to just keep it to 2? Deal? All right, questions? Anything else that you guys want to cover? This is your time. So it could be anything at all. I will leave awkward silence for at least 15 seconds, so here we go.
No. Just thank you for being you and pushing me.
Thank you for being you. Thank you for being, thank you, Jesus, for Instagram. Because without it, I wouldn't have met Sheila, Alyssa, Linda, Melanie, probably. I don't remember.
Maybe more Facebook, I think.
But no. I love you guys. You guys make me better. And I needed this kick in the pants with this group, because I've been doing To Be Mindset for a long time. So I needed this on a personal level. So, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you. Let me pray with you. And then I'll see you for Recipe Day tomorrow.
Okay.
God, just thank you so much for being a part of every part of our life. You want to be the center and the foundation to every little compartment, from our walk with you, our marriages, our raising our children, our businesses, our careers, our health, our food. Like every detail needs to be on rock, and that is your name. That is who you are. So as we're going through this journey, thank you for the tools that To Be Mindset has to offer. But above all, Lord, we just want to continue to make this a journey of obedience, choosing purpose over preference, and really thinking about the long-term effects of our short-term decisions. God, every decision has either a positive or a negative consequence, and we just ultimately want to make sure that our bodies are never a barrier to anything you call us to do. So I thank you for this community. I thank you for the knowledge that has been gained here. Help us to apply it with wisdom so we can see genuine change. And I just pray over every woman that's here alive and catching the replay for peace in this journey, for patience in this journey, and that she would constantly fall back on you for strength to continue. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, beautiful people.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.